US becomes the bad guy with lapsed Russia deal. With New START expired, the US and Russia lack binding nuclear limits for the first time in 50-plus years. Critics say Washington's silence on Moscow's offer to keep limits makes the US look like the bad guy on arms control. Putin suggested both countries continue following New START limits informally for a year. Rose Gottemoeller called it a simple political gesture that could favor Russia if the US declines. Trump said if the treaty expires, it expires, and he would pursue a better deal, with the White House adding he'll decide the next steps on his own timeline. After the treaty expired, Russia said it would keep observing New START limits if the US did the same, shifting pressure onto Washington. Fox News noted this framed Moscow as restrained while the US seemed hesitant. Former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev warned the lapse sped up the doomsday clock, urging global concern. New START, signed in 2010, capped deployed warheads at 1,550 each and limited delivery systems. With its expiration, those limits no longer apply. The US and Russia hold nearly 90% of global nuclear weapons. Matt Korda said the treaty ensured transparency and warned that involving China in future talks may require US concessions like scaling back missile defense. China has about 600 nuclear warheads and is adding around 100 annually, raising concerns despite trailing the US and Russia. Beijing rejects joining arms control talks as unfair and would likely demand US concessions, such as limits on missile defense, before negotiating. A YouGov poll found 91% of Americans support negotiating a new nuclear agreement with Russia, including 85% of Trump voters who favor continuing New START limits.